So what to buy as a Christmas gift or in general as a gift for someone passionate about Caucasus, so Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan. So this is a quick guide for you, prepared for you ideally before the holiday seasons. So the list is subjective, of course, but as a person fascinated by this region, I decided I can do so, and those are my recommendations for you. Welcome to the Caucasus podcast, where we talk about literature, culture, history, and more. The Caucasus podcast is brought to you by Języki Kaukazu, Languages of the Caucasus. Let's get started with today's episode. Just before we dive into the list, just a quick reminder that each and every episode of our Caucasus podcast you can find also as an article in a text version, so you can come back to that, and it is available on our website, so the link you will find in the captions in the description. Okay, so let's get started with today's list of gifts. Yes, so choosing a gift for others, to be honest, is not my favorite thing to do, and I know the best what I would like, for example, but yes, usually I know what to buy for myself and I can buy it by myself. So what is more, I do not really wait for the occasion but buy something when I really need it. So let's use it as an advantage for you in that particular case, because if I know what a such person wants, a person fascinated with Caucasus, you can use that, I can share it with you, and maybe I will make your life and holiday season easier. So on purpose, I do not put here any links or the names of the shops when you can buy something, because I am aware that we have viewers and the listeners all over the world, and it can be changing also throughout time. So that is why there is no use to do that. And I have decided I will be more giving you general ideas and suggestions where to look for such shops in your areas or in the country you live currently in. So the first thing, so wine and sweets from the Caucasus are always welcome. I can assure you that. So my first suggestion would be like wine or cognac if that person likes or drinks alcohol from, for example, Georgia or from Armenia. Especially if this person does not, as I mentioned, not abstain from drinking alcohol, that may be a good idea for a gift. So it may be like, I have to say, I'm not maybe a typical fan of the Caucasus because I do not fancy alcohol that much in general. But however, I'm more than sure, and I know many people who like, for example, Georgian wine or Armenian alcohol, and this is very, very popular all over the world. As an alternative, which I prefer, if you plan to buy me any gifts, that is what you can go with. So go with the sweets from the region. So those are already being exported to many countries, including European Union ones, for example, and you can buy ones not only from Georgia, from Armenia, as well as from Azerbaijan as well, or maybe some other like things connected to sweets. So you can, for example, choose churchkela or tasty walnut jam, or maybe dried persimmon, which is also very, very tasty. You may also see that as an opportunity to give for different situations, not only holidays. And from my personal experience, I do not know anyone who would not have been happy with getting those sweets from the region. Okay, so as we are talking about food, so how about, for example, Georgian or Armenian or maybe Azerbaijani restaurant? So the next safe gift, I would say, this is ideally correlating with the Caucasian traditions of feasting and eating together, not only from south but also from the north. This is a voucher to Caucasian restaurant in your city, for example, or the city where this person lives. So you may order, for example, the dishes from this region, the Caucasian ones, of course, and it gives you also an opportunity together to maybe come back to your holiday memories, or for that person to come back to holiday memories. It is also a good chance to listen together to the stories from the Caucasus, and maybe that you have not heard before, and to talk about the region. I am more than sure that this person who will be getting this particular gift will be more than happy if they like Caucasus, and because we are talking about people passionate about this region, really to spend some time in this Caucasian atmosphere. So yeah, this voucher is as an opportunity as well here. So if there is no restaurant in your vicinity, so that may issue the vouchers, for example, you can maybe do it yourself. Why not? Like, do it yourself voucher, make just a card and an envelope and write on it that this is like invitation to spend dinner together. Yeah, so that's an option. Then you have to go together, isn't it? So in the end of the day, because you are the one paying for the dinner. So it would be as a voucher as well. And I think it is also quite nice, like you think outside the box and you do it something yourself, and it's quite popular nowadays as well. So this is alternative to the voucher. Okay, so the next one will go. So books about Caucasus. I think they are the best solution for everything and all the troubles buying gifts. So I was truly trying to prepare some kind of a list for you, or like list of the books that would be the best choice for someone interested in Armenia or in Georgia or in Azerbaijan or maybe North Caucasian literature. However, it appeared that this is almost impossible to prepare, I think. So because that person may have already some books, or it depends what they are interested in and what is the country from where you can buy. So that is why I decided like what types of books you can look for. So maybe that would be an option. The other option is that we have already in the podcast several reviews and several episodes about the books. So maybe you can try from that perspective. We have some recommendations of the books when you come back from Georgia after holidays, or maybe some Azerbaijani books. So I leave you with those episodes and what we publish in the Caucasus podcast already in those episodes. This is something that it is almost everywhere available, I would say, from at least from where I could try to verify that. Yeah, so that is an option. And today I thought like a group of the books. So one of those, this is like if you are planning to give someone who likes to cook, maybe a cookbook from Azerbaijan or Armenia. It's a good choice. It is available as well. You can purchase that with no problems, almost to each and every country. And maybe this is not that common as it, for example, is with Georgian cookbooks as well. So this is one of the options. So such a choice may not be like the evident one, and then as a result it may be very exciting for the person getting that. If the person loves or prefers novels or reportage, I would suggest to browse, for example, through Goodreads book list, and you can find that as well, and the link I think I will provide in the episode description, and then you can check maybe this person has already the list, and you can just put the Georgian novels or Armenian novels or Azerbaijani ones, and then you can find some already not only the list of the books but also with the recommendations, with the reviews, so you may check also what is the option for you to buy. So there is also the possibility to verify like the author's origin, from which region they are. So this is a good alternative, I would say, not to just browse the whole internet. You may go also there. If you still do not know and you do not have any clues, you can either leave us comments and I will try to help you somehow, or maybe you can reply to one of our emails that we are sending on the Caucasian mail, and then just send it to me with the question, Asha, help me, I need to choose a book for someone as a gift. and then we can talk a little bit about your particular situation, and I can maybe help you with that. If you are not yet the subscriber of our Caucasian Mail, the link for that to subscribe to our newsletter you will find in the description as well, in the captions, and then just hit reply to the first email you will receive, and I can help you with finding some interesting books. Yeah, so there are the options for you here as well. Okay, so remember that we also, in languages of the Caucasus, in Zitny Caucasus, we are always more than happy to help you with advising on literature about Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and North Caucasus as well. Not everything that we recommend is already available in the podcast. That is why let us know. We will try to help you, or go through browsing, or Goodreads may be an option as well. Okay, so then the question appears: what to give a person who has everything from the Caucasus? Yeah, so like me, for example. No, I'm joking. So this was currently, like, I currently look for something that I have still on my shopping list. I have it for already some time, to be honest, and this is the Caucasian carpet. Yes, it may not be obvious like the first choice, and maybe you are thinking like, okay, but carpet is like huge thing, and very personal. So okay, you do not have to go with something already very, very big that this person would put in the living room on the floor. Additionally, it may, your gifts then may a little bit stand out, which is great, I think, because it shows that you know this person, that person is fascinated with Caucasus, with Armenia, Azerbaijan, or Georgia. In each and every of those countries, there is a tradition of making carpets. So this is, remember just one thing: if you are talking about carpets, it can be something like very, very big, like huge, you will put on the floor in your living room. But also it can be something that you put on the wall. Yes, this is the wall exactly prepared for this purpose. I hope one day I will find something that fits here perfectly. When you will see it on YouTube, it means I managed to do that. Yeah, but you can put it on wall. There is also opportunity like to buy cloth for tables as well, with the ornaments from the region, and those are really beautiful. Many of those you can buy also via internet, just to be shipped to you from the Caucasus, or maybe you have some friends already there who can send it to you. Maybe that will be faster. And the case is that if you are buying anything from the Caucasus, make sure that just after watching this you will be buying it already, because it can take some weeks for you to receive it, and then you have to wrap it up, etc., and to give it to that person. So yeah, so that is the case. But if you want to buy and find a gift for someone who has everything, I'm more than sure like a carpet or with the ornaments. And remember that each and every country, each and every region, like North and South as well, they have different ornaments and symbols on the carpets. So it is opportunity to buy something that will stand out, really. Yeah, so that is as an option as well. And the person who has everything, I think they may be very, very happy with that. I would be overjoyed if someone would make that choice for me and just buy me this carpet from the region, the one that will fit exactly perfectly, of course. So that is an option. Yeah, but this is one of them. Okay, so in my opinion, carpets from the Caucasus, they are just beautiful, and very often they are handmade. So just make sure you also put it into price range that you want to spend. Maybe much then smaller price range would be a book or a voucher, or for example sweets. But if you want to go for something a little bit bigger, it can be also this carpet or smaller carpet as well, because it's really the price range is big, depending on the size of this cloth as well for the table, or maybe exactly like something to put on the floor. Yeah, so enough about carpets. Let's go to the almost last one, I think. What to give if you have bigger budget? It may be that you do not want to spend just for a book, but something much bigger. So if a person is passionate about Caucasus, so one of the options that they will be very excited to get, this is the trip to Caucasus. Isn't it? Yeah, you can buy purchase the tickets, for example, plane tickets, an open one that this person can just choose the dates. So in case this person may choose on their own when they want to go and spend fascinating and fantastic time in the Caucasus, maybe a part of the Caucasus that yet they have never been to. So there is option of the trip voucher. So if you prefer not to organize it on your own, I know that many trip organizers and touristic offices, they have this opportunity. So you may also contact one of them and buy voucher like that. Yeah, it doesn't have to be all inclusive already, but a part of this trip that would be an idea as well. Or you may go together. Yeah, so that's depending on the relation that you have with this person. For example, to buy a spouse. Yes, this type of a gift. So it may be a voucher as well to stay in a hotel or a guest house, like fancy one maybe, or just in a place that I have not been yet to. So this is an option as well. Okay, so let's sum up. We have something very small, something like sweets or like bottle of wine. It is I would put it as a very small one. So also we have some books. There can be also some kind of a cloth or something to put in your house, or a carpet. It can be a voucher to a restaurant, so like full Caucasian experience to spend there in the city that you live in or this person lives in, or just you can go you go big and then you buy some piece or a huge trip to Caucasus. Okay, so those are my recommendations, and I hope some of the ideas you will like at least, and you will find something for you, and maybe you will just get inspired to choose something on your own. So I hope you're not left empty-handed with the ideas what to buy during the holiday seasons. And of course, please remember, do not let's say forget about what this Christmas or holiday part is all about. So just giving to other people something nice, spending time together, and this is like something personalized for what this particular person may want, and just to showing that you know the person and want to give them something nice. I think this is what matters the most, and just to be together. So let us know in the comments, or as I mentioned, the Caucasian mail, what are your thoughts of the gifts, whether you have chosen maybe anything from our list, or maybe you are a person who is waiting for such a gift because you are passionate about Caucasus. So you may just drop this episode of our Caucasus podcast and just give it to person who is planning to buy you something, or just post it on your Facebook. And if you're wondering what to give me, maybe this is some of the ideas. Yeah, just a thought for you, how to share it as well with others, so maybe you will get something from this list. Okay, thank you very much for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed that, and you will find something for you to find the gifts. And let us know in the comments how all this finding the gifts and choosing something went. We are more than interested in how it is for you. Remember, if you like this episode, to subscribe, to like us, and thumbs up, leave us with this. You can also join our Caucasian mail, and if you do that, you will not miss other episodes of the Caucasian podcast or other things that we post on our YouTube. So, for example, Georgian lessons. Thank you very much for today, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.